We go back to Mark Stein on this story. Excerpts have come out from Ronan Farrow's new book. It's called Catch and Kill. It's mostly about the Harvey Weinstein case. The excerpts show how NBC News, working at times with Hillary Clinton, worked to protect Harvey Weinstein from being exposed as a serial and longtime abuser of women, something that they knew and hid. Well, today, NBC News president Noah Oppenheim was apparently grilled by employees, his own employees, during an internal phone call. One staffer called Oppenheim's behavior, quote, an absolute disgrace, which of course it demonstrably is, though he still has his job. Mark Stein is back with us tonight. So, Mark, I'm familiar with television PR operations, and I see this one in action over at NBC, and they basically are trying to make the story all about Matt Lauer. Right. Did Matt Lauer do this or that? And, you know, clearly he did some things. He probably didn't do other things, but whatever. It's not really the story. The story is that Andy Lack and Noah Oppenheim and others at NBC News protected Harvey Weinstein for whatever reason. I mean, really, and killed a story about Harvey Weinstein. That seems to be getting lost.
Yeah, and actually, the details of it, the chumminess, the acceptance of gifts, the fawning on him, the flattery, they're flattered that they've caught Harvey Weinstein's eye. These excerpts from Ronan Farrow's book are amazing. And actually reading it, I've come to I don't know Ronan Farrow at all. I don't know much about him. But I think it's actually only because of his particular situation that he was actually dogged enough to sit with this story. Because what it is, and you can see this when Hillary's guys are trying to give Ronan Farrow the brush off. Ronan Farrow is a kind of semi-celebrity journalist. Right. He's the son of Mia Farrow and Woody Allen and Mia both say that, in fact, he may be Frank Sinatra's son, and Woody Allen complains that he's had to pay child support for Frank Sinatra's son. There's a whole complicated thing there. But he's as plugged in, never mind all that, he's also dating one of Obama's former speechwriters. And what this whole story really is that at a certain level, it's understood that people have pathologies, people have fetishes, people can be psychopathic. But the fact is, at a certain level of celebrity, you're all meant to agree not to tittle-tattle on the other guy's tails. Exactly. And the fact that, so Harvey Weinstein is saying to NBC, if you come after me, I'll leak some dirt on Matt Lauer. And NBC is saying, well, we stick with Harvey. And that's what it is. They feel that, that Ronan Farrow is guilty of some kind of class betrayal. And in fact, I think it's only because of who he is and his particular background that he was big enough, actually. If he'd just been a regular working Joe, just a regular guy with some worthless journalism degree from some lousy college, he would never have actually been able to break this story. He broke the code that it's this agreed group at a certain level of celebrity, whether it's political, television, show business, whether you're Harvey Weinstein, Hillary Clinton, or these NBC executives who behaved appallingly like Oppenheim, it's understood that you all protect each other. You protect Harvey Weinstein, so Harvey Weinstein will protect you. Absolutely horrible.
And they bullied him. I mean, the sleazeballs who run that channel, he's a kid, by the way. I mean, he's in his 20s. They say to him, look, you know, this is journalism, son. You know, we're journalists here, and you don't really have the story. Yeah. And of course, he had it cold. He had people on camera saying it. I mean, he had absolutely, and he won the Pulitzer Prize in the end for the story. Well, but imagine the toughness it takes to say, no, actually, I am in my 20s, you know, Mr. Oppenheim, but I'm doing it anyway.
No, what they mean by you don't have the story is what they told the reporter almost 20 years ago now after the impeachment trial about Juanita Broaddrick. They said the problem isn't that you're credible, the problem is you're too credible. Exactly. It wasn't that he didn't have the story, it's that he had the goods. On a major figure, and they didn't want to go there. It's absolutely...
Can I ask you this, though? In the middle of all this, we learned that Hillary Clinton was one of the people who tried to bully Ronan Farrow, who's no right-winger. So
right.
I don't think he's making this up. Hillary Clinton actually tried to protect Harvey Weinstein by bullying Ronan Farrow. And I don't know, maybe I missed it, but I don't think that's a headline in the New York Times today. Everyone is sort of ignoring that. Why?
No, and you've got to believe, by the way, that the only reason she knew that and her staff knew that is because actually Harvey isn't just some hands-off guy who does a bit of bundling, as they call it, for her, a bit of fundraising, big-time fundraising for her when she's out on the West Coast. They're actually closer than that. And at some point, the inference of Ronan Farrow's book is that at some point, Harvey Weinstein actually called on Hillary Clinton to assist her in this matter. You played that devastating clip of Seth MacFarlane at the Oscars talking about the Oscar-nominated actresses and saying the good news is that none of you now have to pretend to be attracted to Harvey Weinstein. And nobody, the Oscars goes out around the globe. They always boast that there were 3 billion people watching or whatever. None of those 3 billion people, maybe 200 know who Harvey Weinstein is.
Exactly.
It's an insider joke. And the whole point of Ronan Farrow's story is that he's an insider, whether Mia, Frank, Woody, and the Obama guy, he's as inside as they get, and it's a kind of class betrayal to do what he did.
You know what? I never thought I'd say this, but I'm for class betrayal. Good for him.
Yeah.
Mark Stein.
We need more of it.
We do.